Did you know that skeletal muscle is the largest endocrine organ in the body? What makes skeletal muscle so valuable? Well, it's your metabolic sink. 80% of glucose disposal begins in skeletal muscle. You gotta empty the suitcase. One reason why exercise is so important, carbohydrate use is skeletal muscle. We talk all about carbs. We talk about carbs, we talk about the liver. What about muscle? Lipid oxidation. Fatty acid oxidation occurs skeletal muscle. Jamie was talking about if you fall, you break a hip, the amino acid reservoir, your body armor, skeletal muscle. What about myokines? When you contract skeletal muscle, it does so much more than nutrient partitioning. It secretes myokines. Myokines are proteins that travel throughout the body. We often hear about how important exercise is for the brain and the bone and the body. Well, one reason it is because this is what skeletal muscle does. Can you imagine what happens for a lifetime of yo-yo dieting, destroying skeletal muscle, not knowing what to eat, not because you didn't try, but because you didn't know? Muscle is the organ of longevity. And here's what I know. Whatever it is that you're fighting for in your life, whatever it is that matters most to you, you will become more capable, you will become stronger, you will become physically and mentally resilient the stronger your muscle is. I believe that we are all trying to do what we know to be true. And many of you sitting here have struggled, confusion, maybe even eating the same things that you did when you were in high school. Well, this worked when I was on the high school wrestling team. I'm gonna do it. We have to change our perspective and adapt our diet and our training. So very quickly, this is what happens as we age. Unfortunately, it is not a linear process. We lose testosterone, we lose growth hormone. But skeletal muscle is a nutrient-sensing organ. Skeletal muscle is affected by these changes in hormones. So yeah, sex hormones decrease, insulin resistance increases, but protein signaling decreases. Skeletal muscle is the organ system that determines and senses quality of the diet. So training and eating the way that you did in your 20s is not going to serve you going forward. This is not inevitable. You can change this, and you can change this today. And you know what? You know why this affects me so much? When I saw Betsy's brain, I realized that we failed her. I failed her, the medical society failed her, the community at large failed her. Nobody gave her the advice to protect her muscle at all costs. Nobody told her to prioritize dietary protein and do resistance exercise. Had we done that, had I done that, I could have improved her blood pressure. I could have lowered her triglycerides. I could have protected her brain and the metabolic implications on her brain. But I didn't know better. I'm never going to let that happen again.